What's good, everybody? It's your boy Untold Insight, and yes, I am back. Now, I'm back for a specific reason and a specific reason only. I don't like to just drop videos randomly that are not informative or that cannot help people out in any way. But I see that there's a little trend that's starting, and I like to stop it before it starts. Okay, now this trend has to do with a specific herb called MUGWORT. Now, I'm seeing a lot of videos on YouTube and a lot of stuff because I also research other people and see what information that they give. And I must say, a lot of the information that's out there is truly just completely nonsense. I'm seeing people use MUGWORT, and the way that they're using it and stuff like that is just foolish. And the information that they're giving out there to people is just rubbish. They need to stop it. I mean, some of them, all they're looking for is just the high in it. And like I've said in many fucking videos before, this is not a weed replacement, people. Stop listening to all these other fucking channels that just give random shit. Half of these other channels don't even know what a fucking herbalist is, but they're giving information about herbs like they know what herbs are and what they do and what they provide. Everything I've heard about MUGWORT that they say is just high related. That's it. Or it helps chill out, or it helps, just put me in a nice space. Man, you sound real stupid. Just shut up, man. Seriously. Now let me give you guys the proper information that you guys need, because you came to the Untold Insight, so I'm going to incite you with information. Sorry for my tone. And plus, I like to thank everybody that comments and leaves feedback. I really appreciate all those feedback, guys, and trust me, if I'm not dropping a movie, that's because I'm gathering a lot of information that I need to put out. Now, MUGWORT. MUGWORT's a very interesting herb. First off, I'm going to say that it does cause a relaxation feeling, so it does provide that. Now, if you want to smoke it, that's your choice. It does provide, when you do smoke, no stone effect, none of that type of shit like that. It pretty much just eases everything, okay? But I do not do that. I pretty much enjoy mine in tincture forms. So you could also use MUGWORT in many other fashions than other herbs, and it helps. MUGWORT's kind of similar to hops in the way that you can actually put it under your pillow, and it'll actually still give you the properties that you actually need, which was MUGWORT's used to actually put your body in a state, right? To put you and prepare you to actual, astral travel, you could say, or astral projection, or even help you start reaching deep lucid dreaming. You could take it in a tea form, you could take it in capsules, you could take it in tincture form like I do, or like I said, you could smoke it if you want to, but you could also, like I said, just put it right under your pillow so the actual scent of that herb can actually do that to you. Sometimes with that herb, you actually got to put it in a glass jar, which you could actually close it, because if you have it open, the smell will actually start working on you. And that's the tricky stuff. So if you have kids and stuff like that, you would want to keep that herb away, because they'll start having very vivid dreams. And that's what I'm trying to talk about, that these people are not giving this type of information. Now, for these foolish people that only talk about the high properties, why don't you let the people know what are the actual medical uses of this actual plant? You know what I'm saying? This plant's actually good for arthritis. All right, that's first and foremost. It's also good for bowel pain. When you're having trouble going to the bathroom, it's also good for that. It's also good for childbirth and afterbirth. You know what I'm saying? So you'll Google that and you'll see what I mean, because I'm not going to get deep into that, but you'll see what I'm talking about once you Google this. It's so good for colds. It's also good for fevers. It's good for flu. It's also good for depression, being that it actually relaxes you. It's also good for diabetes, but depending the stage. Okay, remind you, like I said, every time you get information, do your own research as well. That way you just won't go with whatever anyone tells you, even myself, because I may be forgetting some information. You know what I'm saying? So do your own as well. This is also good for digestive stimulation. This is good for epileptics. This is also good for food poisoning. Once again, depending the poison. All right, it's also great for gout. It's good for insomnia, but once again, let me clarify that it's not going to help you sleep. It's just good for it because it helps you put you in a state of relaxation. Okay, so anything that I say helps for insomnia, pretty much it helps put in a state of relaxation. It's good for kidney stones and the gravel that's in your kidneys. It's also a liver tonic. It's good for menstrual cramps. It's also good for mild narcotics, right? Which means the relaxation part of it, but that's pretty much what it does. It's good for some type of mushroom poisoning. Not all mushrooms, specific ones. Like I said, you have to do the research. It's good for all types of nerves. It's good for nerve shaking. It's good for some type of pains. For the pain, you have to either take the tincture, the capsules, the teas. You could even smoke it, and you could even bathe in it. So the actual properties as well. It soothes your nerves. It's good for stomach pains and disorders. It's good for overall stress. It's good for specific ulcers. You have to see which one they are. I'm not quite sure which one they are, but some ulcers this is good for. And it's also good for worms. And that's just a few of them. It's also good for diarrhea, I forgot to say. Yeah, and pretty much this is also great for withdrawals from weed and tobacco. Now, these are just typical few things that I see a lot of people not giving these information what they're good medically for. They're only talking about the high or the weed alternative that this can be used for. But like I said, this has spiritual benefits. This has all those healing benefits, man. This is really a really complex herb. Like I said, when I have this herb, you may want to just, like I said, put it in a glass jar where you could contain the smell inside and don't let it go. Especially, like I said, you have children and stuff like that, and women. Listen to me, women. If you are pregnant, be very careful with the herbs that you deal with. A lot of herbs are not good for you when you're pregnant. You shouldn't be consuming a few herbs. Even herbs that are safe to consume on a daily basis when a woman is pregnant may not be good for you. So research that. Any information, anything you deal with, or anything you're trying to explore with, get all the information that you could before you consume them. Not all herbs are great. What may work for me may not work for you. And like I say, please people, stop. If you come across my channel and you see the information I'm giving, this is not to give everybody alternatives to just wing off weed or any other type of substance. These are just giving information of herbs and my take on how they could help you if you're trying to, like I say, if you're trying to experiment and research your dreams and start astral projecting and learn about stuff like that, what's the silver cord and what does it mean to actually have an outer body experience, then these are the type of stuff for it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this herb alone by itself, it's great, but in combined with other dream herbs, it works wonders. Mugwort combined with Damiana works fabulous for lucid dreaming and also stuff like that. I'll give away a few things, all right? A lot of people talk about lucid dreaming and they talk about when they reach a state of about to astral projection. I'm going to give you the most common, easiest way to know if this is happening to you. When you're falling asleep, right, and you wake up, you can't tell whether you're in a dream or not. For me, this is the way it works, personally, just for me. I'll fall asleep and I'll reawake, I guess, a few seconds, and it felt like I slept a while. That second time, then I were to close my eyes, that's when I'll actually feel like I'm about to actually leave the body. When that happens, I get a sensation, like if I'm falling from a high altitude, and I'll start feeling it all over my body. If you could control that sensation for a while, you'll start to notice you'll hear a very high, pitch of a scream. It'll sound like something like that, right? Similar, don't laugh because of what I just did, but it'll sound something like that. When you hear that, you'll start to feel like this weird feeling coming from your stomach area. Depending if you're laying on your side or you're laying on your back, you'll actually start to feel like something pull out of your stomach. That'll actually be your spirit form trying to leave. Now, I have gotten personally as far as coming out and just standing in front of myself and being able to look at myself. Not look at myself like straight down into my body, which I can't see, because that's the trick. That's how you know that you're there. But I could actually see myself laying down in the bed next to my girlfriend. That's how I would know when I'm doing it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been afraid and I don't want to walk out the door, because usually there's information that says you might see things that you may not like, and I'm mentally not prepared to see things like that. So that's the reason why I don't walk out the door. Now, maybe in the future I'll do an update to see if I would open that door or not. But for now, I'm just quite satisfied knowing that I could do that, and I have done that in my life. That's why I'm saying this information that these people are giving, they couldn't even pretty much explain half this stuff about this herb. They just talking about it, just nonsense. So if you come across those people, please comment on their page and tell them to stop giving misleading information about stuff. And you know, they're pretty much just they're trying to make everybody a fucking dope head. I mean, pretty much, let me just say that off the back. They want everybody to just be a fucking smoker and shit like that. Like I say, you can consume everything, pretty much, if it's good for you. You could take it as a tea form or a tincture like I do, because like I say, the tinctures I feel are the best, because you could extract all the vital oils and the properties that you need to actually make it work, and you don't have to take such a high dose, being that you took out the concentrate. It's actually better because it's a harder extract. Well, hopefully this information was informative for people. I'm not going to keep on blabbing off. If you guys really like this video, let me know. Comment below. If you'd like me to review any other herbs, you know, or any other things, put it out there. I'm also going to start doing some products that I've been dealing with, other like vitamins and stuff like that, and overall other type of supplements that are actually good for you in other ways. You know, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be putting out some more product reviews that are relaxation products and stuff like that, maybe some energy products. You know, so let me know what you guys think. If you've been enjoying this, if this video was informative, if you'd like me to talk about any other topics, put it below. If you'd like to follow me on any social media, in the description box, I got all the links there to not a lot of platforms, but I picked the platforms I pretty much like to be on. So it's your boy Untold Insight, everybody. To the next review, stay in sight. Peace and love.